I haven't trusted M. Night Shyamalan since I saw Old, but you better believe that he's putting effort into this one since his daughter's career is also on the line, as well as his own. Trap is a movie about a crazed serial killer who gets trapped in a concert, basically a Taylor Swift concert, by 3,000 cops and FBI agents, all convinced that he is there. Josh Hartnett stars as a dad who's just taking his daughter to the concert, but is also the Butcher, a crazed serial killer who's just going to try and figure out methodically with his OCD and his big brain, big genius boy, how to escape from this concert now that they know he's there and they really want to find him. Josh Hartnett puts in this great performance as Cooper, who really does feel like he's got these two separate lives, and he goes from these smiles that seem creepy, but would they if he wasn't a serial killer, if you didn't know he was a serial killer? He does all this like smiling, and it's like, okay. So I feel like it's kind of obvious, but only because I know he's a serial killer. And apart from that, he's great. He puts in this great performance. It is very interesting. It's intriguing how he shifts as the film goes on, and he becomes more unhinged as everything goes more topsy-turvy. And he's got the golden goose egg of serial killers. Mommy issues. This is definitely a return to form for Shyamalan, and I gotta say, I gotta put a lot of credit where it's due. His daughter stars in this, and she is a pop star in real life. She stars as a pop star in the film, and I kind of thought that's what she would do, because Shyamalan did. I saw in an interview with him that he was talking, saying he wanted to create an experience with this, as a kind of half concert, half film. So I expected there to be a lot more focus on the concert, and there isn't. You know, you hear half songs sometimes, but it's always in the background as Josh Hartnett's looking around, figuring out what to do next, and the focus is never really on the concert at almost any point. But I was surprised that his daughter then becomes much more of an actor over just the musical side piece in the second half of the film. And I was even more surprised that she's really good at it. She was great. I thought she was fantastic. Her and Hartnett, they are the film. They are the glue. They hold it together. And they're both great. There are twists because it's a Shyamalan film. He's the twisty man. He likes a twisty thing. It's a twisty film. But it doesn't feel, as much as I like to joke about him and just being obsessed with twists, it doesn't feel like he was overly reliant on the twists this time around. There are bits where it's but I feel like the most major twists were given away in the trailer, in the premise. You know, it's like, oh, what if they were just at a concert, but he's the serial killer? Like, that's a good premise, and he didn't need to do anything crazy. So when the twists come along in this, it's more of a, oh, as opposed to a, oh my god. It has been a strong year for horror movies and thrillers, and that's why I feel like this is maybe getting doused on a little by other critics and stuff. And I gotta say, it's not incredible, okay? It's solid enough, but it did have its problems for me. I feel like in the first half of the film, you very much see from Hartnett's perspective a lot more how he's thinking. You can see inside his brain almost at times, it feels like, as he tries to decide what to do next, how he could possibly get out of this situation. And in the second half of the film, it becomes a little bit more like a Houdini puff of smoke, and Batman, I'm gone act, which becomes mildly annoying. Then by the end, I'm just kind of like, oh, a bit with it. I'm a bit exhausted of it. That's part of why I didn't feel like it stuck the landing all that well, because if you're going to show it from the serial killer's perspective, you shouldn't be going, wait, how the fuck did you do that? In certain points, and you kind of are. There's also, and I gotta point this out because I don't think in great detail about cinematography. I'm more of someone who appreciates acting, writing, big on writing. The writing in this was fine, by the way. But the cinematography, I noticed because it particularly annoyed me. Shyamalan loves these like weird angle close-up shots. He uses them a lot in this, especially in certain scenes near the end, and I find it really annoying. It really bugged me by the end, which is why I've got to bring it up. But it is a good film. It feels like it fits in well with the summer blockbuster style. It feels like it came out at the right time, because it's no work of art, it's no genius film. But it is solid fun. It's a good thriller. It's got some nice songs in there, which were originally written for the film. And it's got a surprisingly great performance by Shyamalan's daughter. It's fun, it's fairly fast-paced. I was a little bit worried about the pacing somewhere in the middle, but it came strong, it kept going well. I don't think it quite met my expectations. I think my expectations for this slowly raised up. I was kind of like, actually, I'm really looking forward to this one. And it didn't. It's no genius work of art, but it's awesome. It's fun. If you're going to the cinema for a summer blockbustery feel thing, I think you're going to get that in this. So I'm giving It's Trap 3.5 stars. Seriously, did Josh Hartnett just go into like cryo sleep from 2007 to 2023? I feel like he was young heartthrob guy. He was in loads of things in the noughties. Vanished. Did he go do TV or something? He just appeared again in Oppenheimer. Like, did they thaw him out? What happened?